Hey guys, it's Lindsay. I am here with an elements reading for the air signs for August 2025. It's a little bit loud in the background. I do have my fans going, so I hope you guys can hear me over the fans. It's still hot here, but it is supposed to cool down shortly. As with any reading, please take only what you need and leave the rest. This is a group reading, so if the reading does not align for you, then it probably isn't for you. I'm going to do a blessing of the cards and then a general reading for the air signs for the month of August 2025. I ask that any and all messages that come through the cards come through with clarity and understanding, and for the highest good of all those involved. Okay, so let's get into the general reading for air signs for August 2025. The general reading for air signs, August 2025. The general reading for air signs, August 2025. I'm hearing don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop now. Don't stop. So there's something that you are getting discouraged by. And I think I said this in one of my recent readings. This is possibly also the Divine Feminine. I had said this in the Divine Partners reading. There's something that you have been getting discouraged by, something that you are not seeing come to fruition in the way you would like, air signs. So it's kind of hitting really hard for you in August. But please hold out hope. Here is the Chariot. So that is the card that I would wish to see for movement. The Chariot is movement from one place to the next, or energetic movement. So you see how quickly that the horses are pulling this forward. It's almost like you're at the end of your rope. You're like, this isn't going to work out. This isn't going to happen at all. You know, I've been working so hard, or I've been, trying so hard, whatever it is. I'm hearing both work and romance. And then all of a sudden in August, you get this push that's happening, air signs, followed by a tower moment. So it's interesting. Often this movement forward will come in tandem with a tower moment, right? Because everything that has held us back, whether knowingly or unknowingly, has to fall away in order for us to move forward with our Chariot, right? So you may see unexpected movement in other areas of your life, as far as, things falling away, friendships, relationships, and knowing that these things are falling away to make room for the thing that you have been desiring for a long time. It's your goal, your dream, your relationship, whatever it is that you've been desiring. They have to fall away, those things. And they may not immediately become clear, you may not immediately see that for what it is, air signs, which is that you are being pushed forward, onward, and up. So it's really easing into this releasing energy, whatever form that takes. And you have the Hanged Man. There she is, the Hanged Lady. She's in stasis. She's waiting. That's where we are now. And you really have to bring yourself into allowance, air signs. August 2025 is all about allowance, allowing the space for whatever will unfold to unfold in whatever way the universe sees fit, right? You're co-creating with the universe. In order to do that, you have to trust that the universe is helping you along. Let's start with I'm hearing Libra. I usually start with Aquarius because I do play favorites with my Aquarius, but I'm hearing Libra. Strength. There's something specifically, Libra, around family members and having a strength around family members. So I am getting something around either sickness, people who have been sick and or unwell, people who have been causing stress on your own personal life through whatever actions they are taking. These are specifically family members around you, Libra. So I definitely think that that is showing up in August 2025 as, you know, honing your strength, knowing that you are strong enough to make it through, to get through whatever is currently putting pressure on your relationship, your family relationship. There's also something here with daughters. So specifically if it is a mother-daughter relationship, if it is a strained mother-daughter relationship, that is definitely showing up in August for Libra. So just be aware. Oftentimes what shows up, mothers and daughters, whether they mean to or not, are reflections of each other, whether they want to be or not, right? Mothers and daughters often mirror each other, their emotions, their ways of reacting. So just be aware of that, Libra, in August, that if you have a daughter or you are a daughter, you have a mother, all these different things, that there's this mirroring energy that's taking place. So if one of you is in a hot mood, an angry mood, in a passionate place, if you can't hear reason, oftentimes we will reflect this back. So it's almost giving like a cool off time, cooling off, Libra, between you and your family member. Space, giving it space. I do think whatever relationship, whether that is a mother-daughter relationship or a family member relationship that is causing you strain during the time of August and even into fall, in any ways that you can give it space, give it air, give it oxygen. Because if we are constantly mirroring each other, there is no movement, Libra. We're talking about movement, right? And that can often lead to the breaking apart of relationships. You know, if you are constantly mirroring back that intense energy to each other, that strain can lead to a breaking of a relationship. And if that's not something you want, just be aware. Be aware when you need to take separation, separate time away from each other. Okay, let's go into Aquarius for August 2025. Aquarius. Aquarius is hermiting. Aquarius, are we hermiting now? And the sun reversed. Now this is interesting because the sun reverse I would often read as a negative card, right? The energy is not going outward, it's going downward. But the way that she is showing up, if you see her, it's a really beautiful card deck. This is the Seer's Tarot, I believe. Her energy almost looks like it's going to the earth, and she's floating. So Aquarius is an air sign, we often float. We are logical, we're in our heads, but we're above everything else. We have a grand view, but we can also float away. So there's this interesting thing happening for Aquarius in August 2025, where the embodiment of all that air energy is being pulled towards the ground and physical manifestation. So all of those creative projects that you've had going on in your mind for years, for decades, that you have come to fruition through you, they are now coming to fruition in the physical realm, Aquarius. So you may receive some, shocking news, shocking but good surprises in August, Aquarius. Just be prepared that, like everything, anytime something changes, right, there's an upheaval. Be prepared for that tower moment, good, bad, other. Because when you receive these surprises that are very much reading to me as good, even though the sun is reversed, it may shock you very much in your physical realm, which Aquarius prefers in many ways not to be in the physical. So when we're forced to be in the physical, there's a reason. Because we are now no longer looking at the bigger picture. We are a part of the bigger picture. We are here on the earth plane, right? We're not co-creating in the ether anymore. We are actually physically creating in the earth plane, Aquarius. And so that does require for us, especially that hermit energy, because pulling things from the ether into the physical plane is at times very difficult work, especially on the physical body. So if you have projects that are coming to fruition, projects that are being manifested, and that can be creative, as I said, that can be anything really. But if you have these things that are being manifested into the physical realm, that takes a lot of energy. So please, Aquarius, tend to your physical body, because you're going to need it. You're going to need to care to that physical container in order to allow for this transference of energy to happen, because it's an intense transference. It's like an entire portal is opening up, right? Okay, so August 2025 for Gemini. August 2025 for Gemini. I have my charm bracelet. I like the sound it makes. I had been given it years ago. I probably had this one since I was like 12. I don't know, but it's all real silver. And I was giving it to my gram. She bought all these charms for me, and they just make such a nice sound. I started wearing it again because it sounds like music, right? Okay, Gemini, August 2025. Gemini, August 2025. Ooh, I'm getting a message. What you are seeking is seeking you, Gemini. What you are seeking is seeking you. What does that mean? Please clarify for us what that means for Gemini in August 2025. The moon. So that's an uncovering of your depth, Gemini, and you have this depth to you. Six of Swords. So for you, Gemini, I'm feeling around your emotions, and uncovering around your emotions, a shifting around your emotions. So if you tend to hold them very heavily, very closely to your chest, if you are burdened by your emotions, or if you have been for a long time, if you've been like the moon, hidden beneath the water, you're now uncovering. And not only uncovering, you're starting to understand yourself on a deeper level. That why do I carry myself like this? Why do I feel my emotions in this way? And it's not to say that you don't understand and recognize the patterns, right? Because that's something that Gemini can easily make sense of, is patterns. That's not it. It's the deep why. It's the why at the core of yourself, Gemini. So I definitely feel like you are having this uprising up. It's almost like this under the water is now the waves that are propelling you forward, Gemini. So you're using all those emotions, that potent mixture that has been locked up for you for years, and you're using it to propel you forward on your path. You're utilizing that energy. And a lot of that is very heavy and dense energy. And I'm also hearing therapy, but not necessarily therapy for yourself. I'm hearing you using it as therapy for others. So if you on your path are drawn to helping others through difficulties that may have mirrored your own, much in the way Libra is working through difficulties with a family member, you know, that mirrors their own, you're doing something similar, Gemini, in August 2025. It's almost like you're utilizing that knowledge you have to help others. I'm specifically hearing mentorship. So like a boy girls club, a YMCA, things like that, where you have the knowledge, the foresight, the wisdom to help others who are in difficult positions, specifically younger people. If that is something you are drawn to, now is the time to kind of walk towards that path and begin to be a mentor for others, because definitely people need that, especially all young people. Gemini 2025, August 2025, anything else? And part of that, if you choose Gemini in whatever way you're utilizing that emotional energy for yourself now, part of that is reconnecting with your joy. Where did your joy go, Gemini? Where did it go when you got all serious and logical and had to understand every part of yourself? It's reconnecting with that joyful aspect now. It's putting on some music and dancing. It's being silly, like a kid. If you're going to mentor children, you have to be able to get to their level. You have to understand the world from their perspective, and that also allows you to heal, right? Because you get to be lighter. You get to be lighter than the moon when she's heavy and when she's full. So I think for you in the month of August 2025 is not only a path of healing, Gemini, but a path of mentoring others in their own healing. Let's see if any last cards come out, because I feel like there's still some messages that are coming through for some reason for the air sign. We're learning to manage our emotions in tandem with our physical realm. So we're learning how not just to be logical and be up in our heads and be in the airspace. We're now learning how to follow through with that, follow through that energy in our physical bodies, air signs. That's a massive transference of energy. So please go slowly, take your time, because I do believe we are going to feel it physically. Right? So I hope this reading was helpful for my air signs during the month of August 2025. Again, my name is Lindsey Rose. This is Storyteller Tarot. If you would like a personal reading, please check out the links in bio. And if you enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, or subscribe. I appreciate you all, and I wish you well.